Innovation moves faster than regulation, and it is important that the sector players present themselves well to avoid being shut down or running into challenges. The Association of Fintechs in Kenya was recently birthed and have this and other agendas at heart. Harry will moderate this next session with members of the association. Harry is a serial entrepreneur with a passion for technology, exceptionally good at a number of things, especially seeking new technology options and ensuring that they're integrated into any existing technology stack. Apart from tinkering with systems, Harry has a strong communication skills that are highly valued. He's an ICT consultant, an e-government strategist at heart, and has worked with East African governments in crafting e-government implementation strategies. Harry, over to you and the panel.
Thank you so much, Mbogwa, for that intro. I've never had an introduction where somebody calls me a serial entrepreneur. So it's nice hearing that from you. But yes, I like creating things. I like starting things up. So yeah, thank you for that. Interesting discussion with Ken there. Excellent insights as well. And the last time I met Ken, we were talking to him about his transition and how easy or how difficult it is to run a company for 18 years and you leave it. So that was an interesting discussion as well. But now I'm joined in studio by one Mr. Ali Hussein. Karibu.
Hey Harry,
how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good to have you in studio.
Thank you so much. It's my second day here today. I was here yesterday talking about neobanking.
Yeah.
And today we're here talking about AFIK.
AFIK, the baby called AFIK.
The baby called AFIK.
Yeah. How did you guys? Okay, before we even go there, we have a panel. So we've got almost the entire board. Almost the entire board of AFIK is with us today. So we have Muni, we have Marietta, we have Christine and Elizabeth. I'll give them a moment so that they can introduce themselves. And also just share some of the views, some of the insights and some of the drivers to AFIK. So maybe we can start with one Mr. Muni up there with a good shaved beard. Did you go to the salon? Please have a quick introduction because we're tight for time, but just a quick introduction of who you are and what you do at the association.
Thank you, Harry, and good to be here. Good connecting. Hi, Ali.
Hi, Munyi.
So my name is Munyi Ndiga. I wear the hat of the Secretary of the Association of Fintechs in Kenya. Been in the financial technology space for the last 10 years, tech space for the last 15 years. Had an opportunity to do business. And interestingly, the keynote speaker was my former boss for 10 years. And we had an amazing time at Cellulant trying to build a network and grow across Africa. And he gave me an amazing opportunity to travel across 16 countries and build a payments network across 16 countries. And in there is where I got this fire for Africa, wanting to see solutions built by Africans for Africans and wanting to get solutions that can solve the challenges that we face in this continent. And therefore, AFIK is a baby of this. I don't want to speak much. I want to let my colleagues as well. But we're here because of the passion we have for this continent.
Let's go with Marietta.
Morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today with the rest of my board members from the AFIK board. I am a lawyer by profession with a passion for financial services, and I currently work as the head of legal and compliance at Chippercash. I'm looking forward to an interactive and enjoyable conversation. And no, I did not go to the salon. Muni went, not me.
And Marietta, you'll be keeping the cash for us, right?
Yes, I will be keeping the cash. I know that lawyers traditionally are challenged.
I'm told you will collect it, then keep it.
Collect it and keep it. And I appreciate the trust of my fellow board members because lawyers don't have a reputation for being good with mathematics. So I appreciate the trust.
Excellent, excellent. Then Christine, just a quick intro.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christine Kitale. Within the AFIK board, I serve as Ali's vice chair, and I'm really excited about the organization and looking forward to making a positive change within the innovation space in Kenya. I'm passionate about Africa and development, and I'm happy to be in this forum.
Excellent, excellent. And last but not least, Elizabeth.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Kachumbo, and within the AFIK board, I deputize Marietta. I'm the deputy treasurer. I am an engineer by profession, but I have transitioned to product space. I am passionate about fintechs and what it has been able to do in Africa and what technology basically is enabling in the region and around the world. So yeah, very passionate about this space, and I'm looking forward to an engaging session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think this one of you is on the platform, so you're watching two screens. So maybe you can drop off the main event platform so that we don't have that feedback. Please, I don't know who it is. Yeah, there's an echo. So anyway, and Mr. Chairman, quick introduction. Okay, everybody knows you, but hey.
So my name is Ali Hussein. I have been in the tech space for as long as I remember, Harry. Almost as long as you. 25 years at least. Been in the MarTech space, marketing technology space, during our time at 3 Mice, Interactive Media, Wonderman. In the recent past, of course, fintech has been my passion, and really one of the key driving forces around bringing this conversation around a collective for fintechs in Kenya and across Africa. By the way, something that is important to note is that we are part of a larger network of fintechs across Africa. Mm-hmm. We're part of the Africa Fintech Network. The conversation must change around how we engage with government, how we engage with other stakeholders. And when I talk about government, I talk about policymakers and regulators. My favorite topic is around having a seat at the table and respectfully walking into a room and saying, we would like to have a seat at the table and discuss matters that are relevant to the industry that we work in. Mm-hmm. So the Association of Fintechs in Kenya is really about ensuring that there is a voice for fintechs. There is a unified voice for fintechs across the country.
Okay, so we've seen many associations, and this can be answered by anybody in the panel. But there's a lot of associations, and within the IT space as well, there's quite a number of associations. Right. So why a new association? Why not join one of the associations and just create that value from there?
Look, Harry, the fact of the matter is that there has not been an all-encompassing unit or association that speaks for fintechs. Fintech is becoming a major and important component of everyday life, from M-Pesa to Cellular to all the other startups that are coming up, not just in Kenya, but across Africa. And fintech is becoming a major conversation, not just in Kenya and Africa, but globally. Mm-hmm. So if you look at just one component of the issues that we are going to deal with, which is funding and investment for fintechs. In the last 3 years, close to $4 billion has been invested into Africa by both internal investors and external. Out of that, close to 50 or slightly higher % of all that investment is coming into fintech. A lot of countries have had, quite a number of countries have had fintech associations for a number of years. We have lagged behind in Kenya for whatever reason. What we are saying now, we are correcting that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've sort of alluded to it, but maybe I don't know who will just tell us, give us like succinctly what are the objectives of this association. I don't know who can take that up.
I think let's ask Munyi to run with that.
Munyi, can you give us just succinctly what do you aim to do with this association? I know Ali has sort of alluded to some of those things, but what exactly will this association do?
Thank you, Harry, and thank you, Ali, for giving the overarching objectives of AFIK. So very quickly, we've got 6 or 7 objectives that we want to achieve. We know Kenya to be a technology hub, an innovation hub, home of M-Pesa. So we want to maintain that heritage and grow it, protect it, and pass it on to generations that come after us. We also want to foster national and regional and international cooperation. Ali has mentioned that we are a member of the Africa Fintech Network. What this means then, it gives us exposure to the African continent in terms of knowledge sharing, partnering, collaborating, and seeing how we can exchange ideas across the continent. We also aim to collaborate with the larger financial services stakeholders. We're talking about central bank, the government, parliament, who craft laws, KRA, who tax us. We're looking at people like the Kenya Bankers Association, Insurance Regulation Authority. I mean, all these players, we're looking to collaborate. We're also looking to raise awareness on the benefits of adopting digital solutions, and we can see the benefit it has had on businesses over the last 1 year since we got into this pandemic. We also want to provide a platform for peer learning, very important, knowledge sharing. How can we be able to exchange experiences? How can we be able to share knowledge on our experiences on how we tackle specific issues that we face day to day? We also want to mitigate, your common challenges faced by member companies. So you'd find that a member company, a couple of companies are having challenges in the industry. How can we be able to come together and help them mitigate those challenges? And of course, networking opportunities, really important. Like we're doing right now, Harry. I mean, we are having a conversation. We're exchanging ideas. Everybody is doing different things. How can we be able to pull all this together into a knowledge pool and be able to sort of share the learnings that we have in our day-to-day business? And finally, as an association, of course, we must raise revenue. And therefore, one of the ways we're looking to raise revenue, of course, is via events, which are enriching to the membership, and therefore to fund the association and make sure that it runs quickly. That's the objectives that AFIK looks to achieve.
No, very noble, very noble. I really I like those things. There's nothing as important as bringing in people of like mind and trying to build something bigger than any one individual in the group. So there's this question about. So I used to tell Ali, I dislike the word fintechs. I think they should just be fintech companies or fintech organizations or fintech I don't know, but I feel like fintechs is so cliche. But anyway, that's me, and forgive me for that. But so who can be a member of AFIK? Who can be a member of AFIK?
So just pulling from what Muni has shared in terms of the overall objectives, in principle, we believe that there is no individual or entity that has a monopoly on innovation. So we are committed to collaboration, and that reflects the membership that we hope to encourage with AFIK. And so we have different categories of membership. We are open to having students join We are open to having professional organizations, corporates, innovators, startups, and that is essentially because we are committed to fostering collaboration. We are committed to fostering partnerships, which are really important in developing the ecosystem. And we also have an understanding that there is no organization within the financial technology space that is able to thrive as an independent entity. At the heart of fintech, in fact, I know that you find the name cliche, but fintech, finance and technology, there is an interdependence there that is at the heart of financial technology, and our membership will reflect that.
Okay. So if I'm running if I'm running an agricultural business that has some payment in it, can I be a member of fintech of AFIK?
So when I say that we foster interdependence, it would not be a passing interest. It would be a commitment to developing the ecosystem. And so there is a difference between a consumer of a financial technology service versus a company that is committed to developing the ecosystem. So our focus would be on companies that are committed to developing the financial technology ecosystem.
Get it.
But within that, there would be
this is the supply side of the fintech, not the demand side of fintech.
Correct.
Yes,
okay,
correct.
Okay, I get
and
that.
And maybe just to clarify, in terms of what I was mentioning on our collaborative approach, it is important to have different players within the industry contribute because of the specialization when it comes to financial technology. There is a very high level of skill and knowledge that is required to develop solutions. And so each of those entities that develops that skill knowledge base, there needs to be an avenue for them to collaborate and be able to share that knowledge and put those skills and knowledge together to develop the ecosystem. So it is really a question of the specialization within the industry, and because of that specialization, independence is key.
Okay, cool. Then the other thing that and this could be a hot topic, but it's actually an open secret that people within the financial services market or industry, and especially fintechs actually, especially the payment guys, digital payment guys, they've sort of been these loud murmurs that Central Bank of Kenya is actually stifling them, or is not supporting them, or is not being friendly. It's being hostile. So how do you intend to engage such players within the market?
Look, Harry, you're right. This is a hot topic. And this is a topic that is sensitive across the board. What we are saying is that we want to engage policymakers and regulators across the board, not just the Central Bank of Kenya. But to your point, the Central Bank of Kenya has a mandate to protect the citizens of this country on matters financial. In my humble opinion, there could be better ways how that could be done without necessarily stifling innovation. And I'm not saying the Central Bank of Kenya is stifling innovation. I'm saying that the processes may require a look. And it's not just fintechs. It's across the board. I cannot sit here and pretend how the central bank operates, how their processes, how they engage people and organizations in the financial services space. What we are saying is we want to have meaningful conversations and look at how we can help this country, because ultimately it's about the growth of this country's economy. So where there are areas where we feel that something could be done better, where we feel our cooperation on the table will improve things, we will not hesitate to have that conversation. After all of us, we are Kenyans. We expect government to be an enabler, and we do not suspect that the Central Bank of Kenya is not an enabler to improve and increase expansion of the financial services sector.
Okay, and I think that's a fair point. It's a fair point in the sense that I think everybody has a role to play within the industry, and there's this concept that came. There's one time I was very interested in stuff around regulation and such, and there's a concept called smart regulation, where you're regulating an industry. But you're engaging as you regulate. So you don't sit in a corner somewhere and write regulations, then say, hey, this is what you need to be doing. So there's that consistent engagement and dialogue.
If I may add something here.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time we have been guilty of talking above the heads of policymakers and regulators. And I think I personally would confess to actually being guilty of that. But I think with years and with a little bit of white hair,
wisdom, you mean?
You sort of realize these are human beings like us. They want to be engaged in a respectful manner. They do not want to be talked to on social media. They want to have a seat at the table just like we want to have a seat at the table. So this is us telling policymakers and regulators, we come respectfully. We come with the intention of improving the fintech ecosystem in this country. We do not have the monopoly of doing this alone. We seek your help and cooperation to make sure that Kenya continues to be a leader, not just in Africa, but the world over in matters fintech.
Okay. That's I don't know what is happening to my friends. Bobby Yahweh has gone mellow. Ali Hussein is gone mellow. So what's going? Where is the fire? What happened to the fire? But anyway, that's sorry. I'm digressing. Okay,
Harry, fire is important when you're cooking.
Okay.
Not throughout, So sometimes you need to just poesha kidogo.
Okay, my friends have gone mellow, so I think I'll have to mellow as well. Okay, so
Harry,
moving
I just
forward,
wanted
so
to
we
interject.
We have AFIK with all those good objectives. So how do we move forward? How are you planning to engage the different fintechs, and how do you rope them in, and how do they see value? Because you see, at the end of the day, any association needs to provide value for its members. So what is that value that these guys need to look at and therefore join the association?
Munyi.
Thank you, Ali. I think my colleague would be best placed to take this. Kindly, Liz, tell us, what's the way forward for AFIK?
How we as AFIK look into going forward now that we are live and we've launched is, one, we're looking into building legitimacy as AFIK. I mean, as you mentioned, there are several boards out there about fintechs, but one of the things is we want to be seen as the recognized body for any financial technology company that can come in, can raise concerns or have issues that, have rest and, come together and build legitimacy around that. The other is building partnerships through collaborations with as government bodies, private sector, other fintechs within Africa and also around the world. And lastly, we are also looking at growing membership. For fintechs, any new fintech coming in or anyone who wants to, the current fintechs in the market, they can come to us and we can have them registered and we can work together.
Okay. So I don't know whether this is public information, but how much do you charge per membership? If it's not public information, you don't have to answer that.
Okay, Harry, this is something honestly, like Marietta mentioned, our focus is mostly about encouraging people to join us, to come and push this agenda with us. Obviously, there will be some fee around membership. However, we haven't really drilled down to the numbers. More importantly, we like to get the train out of the station. And that's what we're doing with you here today. That's what we're trying to do with the tech community. I think let's get the train out of the station first, and then let's talk about the membership fee.
Okay, fair enough. Sometimes we also build products, then we don't know how much to charge. Then we go to a customer, and we tell them, how much do
you want to pay for this?
Yeah, we do that a lot. But that's okay. To me, really, this is something really noble. I think it's something that anybody who is in the fintech space and creating value around the fintech space should engage with the association. The more people join, then you have a stronger voice. Then you're able to lobby for you'll be able to lobby for whatever policies that need to be in place, and they also engage in regulations so that you protect your members and all that.
Correct.
But this can only happen if there's actually a constituency, because what you guys are doing now is creating a constituency.
Exactly.
When you go to whoever it is, CA, Central Bank, market authorities, you're going there as representatives of a constituency. So that's really, it's a bottom line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So guys, should we just launch this thing?
Let's do that.
Yeah?
Let's do that.
Let's do
that. Let's launch it. Let's launch it. Hey, director, let's launch this thing. Let's launch it.
Let's do that, Harry.
Who's the director?
What do you say, guys?
Yes.
Where's Laura?
Let's do this.
Hurry up.
There you go, guys. There you go. The AFIK is launched. I encourage you to reach out to the team. You've seen them here. You know them. So engage with them. Be a member of AFIK. And let's build a really robust fintech movement in East Africa. So from studio with Mr. Ali Hussein, we say kwaheri sana and enjoy the rest of the sessions.
Thank you, Harry, for hosting us.
Thank you,
Much
Harry.
appreciated.
Thank you, Ali.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye.